At Estate Planning Law Center, we have a unique approach to our estate planning process. This presentation is to take you through our simple but thorough estate planning process so you know what to expect when you work with our firm. Before we begin, it's very important for you to know that for the duration of the COVID-19 pandemic, all meetings can be held by telephone or Zoom call if you prefer not to meet in person due to COVID. Similarly, your estate planning documents can be signed electronically. The whole process can be done from the comfort of your home. We have a very specific process which we have developed over the years to ensure we create high-quality estate plans that meet our clients' needs and desires. We will typically meet with you 3 times before we finalize and sign your plan, although a complex plan may require more meetings. Of course, most of the work is done behind the scenes and in between appointments. We will discuss each stage of the process in a moment, but as an overview, we generally meet every 2 weeks on the same day and at the same time to keep the process moving forward. We start with a discovery meeting, then have a design meeting, then a clarity conversation, and then a fulfillment meeting. If you have a trust-based plan, we will end with the funding forum. This completes the basic plan. It's important to note that an estate plan should be reviewed regularly to ensure it continues to meet your needs. So, the year after signing your plan, you will be offered an opportunity to become a member of our CARE program for annual reviews and updates. The initial discovery meeting is intended for us to get to know each other and to decide whether it makes sense to work together. The first meeting takes around 45 minutes, during which time we'll talk through the things that are most important to you as well as explore your estate planning goals. If we both decide to move ahead, you will make a small deposit towards the cost of the plan, and at the end of the meeting, we'll schedule the next meeting. After the discovery meeting is a design meeting. Between the discovery and design meetings, we'll review your completed questionnaire and the other information we have, and we'll develop a proposal. This proposal will include 2 or more options at different levels of complexity and price points, which we will meet your goals. During the design meeting, we'll go over this proposal, explain your options to you in detail, and then you will decide which path you would like to take. Once we have a plan in mind, the attorney will give you a firm quote as to the cost, and you will pay 2/3 of that total fee, minus the amount of your deposit paid at the end of the discovery meeting. After the design meeting, we'll create an easy-to-read summary for you. This summary will include the most important pieces of the plan and will be in plain English. We'll send it to you in plenty of time to review prior to our next meeting, which we will call the clarity conversation. The clarity conversation is usually held by phone or via Zoom. We'll walk through the plan in detail, answer your questions, and fine-tune the plan. Sometimes we have more than one clarity conversation as we like to work together as a team to ensure everything is just right. After the clarity conversation, we will prepare the final documents. These will be much more detailed than the summary discussed during the clarity conversation and will include provisions to address the what-if scenarios that are so critical to having a successful estate plan. Our typical will is going to be 20 to 40 pages, and it's not uncommon for our trust to be 80 to 100 pages. Although there are wide margins for readability. We believe the documents must be this long in order to be as comprehensive as they need to be. During our fulfillment meeting, we'll review the final documents with you, explain everything, answer any questions you may have, and then sign the documents in front of 2 witnesses. The final third payment is due at the end of the meeting. If you have a will-based plan, that's the last step. If you create a trust-based plan, however, there is one additional piece which is called funding. A client with a trust will have a final meeting called a funding forum. Prior to this meeting, an attorney or staff person will prepare an itemized list of your assets and current ownership. During the funding forum, we'll talk about which of those assets should be transferred into your trust and which need to have beneficiary designations updated. Fully funding your trust is important for minimizing probate court involvement. Our office offers funding services, but we will also give you instructions on how to do it yourself, which you can do for free. After this, you can feel confident that you've protected yourself and your loved ones by having an estate plan in place that fits your family's unique needs. But is it ever really complete? The irony of estate planning is that we create a plan based on many assumptions about the future that may or may not prove accurate. Your plan is likely to sit on a shelf for many years before it's needed, which won't be until you become incapacitated or pass away. We don't really know for sure what your family will look like when that happens. In the intervening years, your finances may change dramatically, and we can be sure estate planning laws and tax laws will change many times. These things can significantly impact the success of your plan. To address this issue, our firm has developed a unique program called CARE, which sets us apart from other firms. CARE stands for the Continuing Annual Review Experience. CARE members receive concierge service and can call our firm with questions at no charge throughout the year. CARE members don't pay for simple amendments to their plans when needed, and can come in once a year to re-sign powers of attorney to ensure they stay up to date. When you join CARE, we all sleep better knowing that your plan is always going to be as current as it possibly can be. We hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you for your consideration of our firm. We look forward to meeting you soon.